welcome one and all to ZKM Sports Talk with Zach,
Hey.
Mike,
Hello.
and Kyle. We're just going to do a quick summary of how the NBA has been going so far. We haven't done a podcast in quite some time, and then once the playoffs have ended, we'll get back onto a routine of talking all things basketball related, and pretty much even maybe some football, since football is coming up here in September. But we got right here in the background is the playoffs and their standings, and we also right below is the regular season standings of how teams have done. We also up here is the NBA draft. We can talk about, for example, how well will Cade Cunningham fit in with the Detroit Pistons. We can talk a little bit about that, and then shortly after that we'll end the podcast. And once the NBA draft comes up, we might go and have like ourselves a little live draft party and see how things turn out.
Sounds good.
So I guess a great start would be, is there anything that really surprised you guys so far
In the playoffs?
in the playoffs? Yeah. I mean, like we were talking earlier, I'm a Hawks fan, but honestly, them beating the Sixers really surprised me.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the way Simmons was playing, it didn't surprise me seeing it. But
Yeah, but you would
like
expect it.
as it was going on, I really thought the Sixers were going to go all the way. Like the way they played the whole regular season,
Yeah.
it was, and like they were playing without Embiid a lot of the time, and
So
he was
they
still
still
an
won.
MVP candidate.
Still
I mean,
beat it, yeah.
The thing is, like what you just said, though, is that with how Ben Simmons did play out in the end, I'm not too surprised that his free throws were awful. He didn't shoot above 40% from the free throw line.
No,
So
there was whole teams that missed less free throws than him.
yep.
Yeah.
Everybody, I think the teams that were in the playoffs as a total didn't miss as many free throws as he did as one player. It's surprising.
No, I
Not
think
that bad, but
I think it was the Hawks, the Suns, and I want to say there was one other team
That never
that
missed it.
that didn't miss as many as he did.
Wow.
Like some of the other teams, they shot more as well. So,
Yeah.
But I mean, like entire teams missed less. Like I don't know the specific numbers on how many they shot versus how many he shot, but like that's just.
Well, his
insane.
percentage was worse, obviously.
Oh
than
yeah, it's
everybody.
terrible.
Yeah, he was really. It is embarrassing, really, for the Sixers to not have gone to the conference finals. That's
Oh, yeah.
ridiculous.
Yep.
Yeah.
One team that kind of showed a glimpse of that they need some more defense because they should have won the series was Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah, but I mean, Kyrie was out,
But Kevin Durant.
and James Harden was hurt.
But Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant is really good,
Yeah.
but I mean, I feel like LeBron James has proved that you really can't be a complete one-man show and win it.
Yeah.
Like LeBron James has tried very, very hard
But
the
it
last
ends up
13 years.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and he's only done it 4 times.
One thing I noticed that Brooklyn series versus Atlanta they lost to.
No, they lost to the
Bucks.
The Bucks, that's
Yeah.
right. Was that, and it was unbelievable. Was that Joe Harris couldn't hit a 3-pointer for his life.
Yeah, he got ice cold in that
He
series.
couldn't. He had a wide open 3 at the end of the Flash game that he would have put him ahead, and they probably would have won the game, but he just tanked it. He didn't hit very well at all.
Yeah, the Bucks, like I don't think the Bucks should have made it past where they did. I think the Nets should have taken that.
Yeah.
But I mean, did you see how close Kevin Durant was
Yes.
to making that
Toe
a
was
3
right on the
and 7-2?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like the Nets are a better team. They just were hurt.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But I don't like the Bucks too much. They're too much of that one-man team. And Giannis isn't really playing that well.
Yeah.
I mean, they can beat shitty teams and get through stuff, but like the only reason they beat Boston was because it was the Tatum. Jason Tatum was the only player that was doing anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, he just couldn't do.
Oh
Do it all by himself.
Or no, sorry, I was got the
Miami
the
Heat.
The Heat sucked.
The
The Heat
Heat,
shouldn't
yeah.
have made it to
No,
the
they
playoffs.
shouldn't
They
have
were,
made
they
the
were
playoffs.
terrible all year.
Yep. Swept them.
They just did enough to get to the playoffs.
Yep.
Like,
Okay, so here's one thing that people are starting to say this a lot. I see similarities, and that is Devin Booker with
no.
compare.
Don't
That's not that.
even finish
To
that
who?
statement. No.
It's similarities.
No.
Similarities.
No. Maybe on his offensive side of his game.
Yeah.
But
Defensively, yeah,
not
that's
even
true.
remotely
Yeah.
close.
Yeah.
Don't even put him in the same conversation
His
with
middle
the
name's
GOAT.
Bean. We'll just say that.
The GOAT.
Kobe,
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
No, defensively, yeah, I will say that. Yep.
He is an amazing offensive player.
Yeah.
He is C plus, B minus defensive player.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Kobe was an A plus all
Yeah,
around.
he tried to guard people.
Oh yeah.
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 You're noticing that these pro players now, they defense unless you're not journeyman, but like PJ Tucker.
Yeah.
Unless you're one of those guys, nobody worries about defense anymore.
Yeah.
Really don't.
No.
It worries you out too much.
Yep.
If you play defense,
Well, that's
then you're bad on offense.
that's
Not
Paul,
bad, but
Paul
you're-
George. Whenever he
Yeah.
became the leader for the Pacers, he
Yeah.
just didn't focus on his defense.
He
anymore.
gave up on defense. Yeah.
I mean,
You know, it almost kind of have to sometimes because
you
it
can't-
wears you out
yeah.
on the
Yep.
defensive end.
I mean, I feel like they should give it to other players though. Like, you play your hardest for that 32 minutes,
Right.
and then you give the other 16 minutes to somebody else to play.
Yeah.
Like, they're relying too much on offensive star power.
Oh, they are.
Yep.
Oh, there's
Oh,
no
yeah.
doubt about it.
Oh yeah.
I would definitely, if I would, I mean, I'm not gonna make it to the NBA now. I'm already 31,
Right.
fat and old and broken. But like that would be how I'd want to play it. Like I wouldn't want to just be there on defense like that.
Yeah.
It annoys me to watch that sometimes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They have so many clips of Harden literally just standing in people's way.
The famous swing down.
Just
but
swing
not
down,
even
try
really,
to go and get the
Maybe.
swipe the ball.
but never played defense at
No.
all. Yeah. Yeah, that's why McConnell, our TJ McConnell, was really impressive this past season because he actually didn't just play defense, he actually started making some offensive shots.
Yeah.
So, an assist.
And he
So,
facilitated
It's
too.
very
Really,
good,
really
but
well.
the thing is, he knew he came off the bench, so he didn't have to worry about his minutes.
Yep.
He came in and drove.
Did his
nuts
play,
for-
yeah, played
It's
his
hard to
style.
play 48 minutes on
Oh,
a
yeah.
full time
Yeah.
fast.
And I think that's one of the good things about the Pacers, honestly, is they're no superstars
No.
on the team.
Exactly.
So everybody plays
As
hard
hard as they can. Yeah, almost all the time.
And I mean, we've got a good rotation and stuff.
Exactly. That,
Yep.
I mean, it sucks because this says that doesn't work.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I like it. It's like, okay, PJ Tucker's, I always use him because he guarded Durant, and Durant still scored 48 and 49 points.
Yeah.
But his effort was always there. He just drove him nuts.
Yep.
But Durant was so damn tall.
Yeah.
he
He
just
just.
shoot over
Well, yeah,
like there's
but-
nothing to it.
Because I mean, Giannis couldn't guard him.
Giannis couldn't
No.
even guard
Yeah,
Durant.
I mean,
Yeah.
he was
He's the
way
same height.
Yeah, he was too fast for Giannis.
Too fast. So
Yep.
it was playing defense is an art. Really
Oh,
is an
yeah.
art.
Oh,
You
yeah.
have to be good at it. You gotta be like Drew Holiday.
Yep.
Look how great he is defensive. And he's having a hard time with Trae Young. Well, Trae Young's so fast,
Oh yeah.
like a
That
scooter,
screen
but
is
yeah,
beautiful.
The screen, yeah.
And I love Trae Young, but it annoys me his little stop, where he just stops and goes up and gets hit in the back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like if you're,
Yeah.
I mean, you can't. It's still better than some of the people where they're jumping into people,
Yeah.
and
They're-
getting those fouls called. But like
The stopping thing, yeah.
I wish they would do something.
They're
about
doing it.
that.
They're finally gonna do
Yep.
it
They
next year.
they-
Supposedly.
They
Shade
said
of
that a couple of years ago.
Yep.
They were,
But we just saw that game. We were watching the replay today. Of
Yep. Last night's game of
Minnesota's
the
game, the Hawks.
Hawks Bucks,
And
and
he
they
jumped right into.
jumped right into Middleton.
right into him, and they gave the foul to Middleton.
Yep.
It's like there was no way it should have been an offensive foul.
Yep.
On Trae Young, but he,
Yep.
he jumped right. He
Yeah, jumped
straight up,
backwards.
he jumped
Yeah.
sideways and back. You call it on the defensive player when he wasn't in his. He didn't hit him. They need to get rid of that.
Yeah,
There's another. Okay, before we keep going here, one more thing.
Okay.
Chris Denary, and I think I told
Oh
you.
yeah, he told me.
Chris Denary gets so pissed off at this, and I don't know if you noticed this or not. The intentional foul when they're going for a fast break, and
Like Giannis has the ball, he goes up and
then
intentionally
somebody
fouls him.
grabs him and fouls him, so he won't break away for a layup. And Denary, he said, there's got to be something to be done about this because there ought to be free throws done or something because it's just delaying the game. There's no offense. They're stopping the offense. Is pretty much what they're doing. I mean, it's a basketball play, but it's. I mean, you made a great steal, and you did something well, and you get penalized for it in a way because they
Stop the
hold
momentum.
you,
Yeah.
and then they have to take it out of bounds. They bring it in. So Denary and Chris Buckner are pissed off because it's becoming rampant all the way through the NBA that they're doing intentional fouls. You know?
I don't know.
Like
I
Ben
it.
Simmons, for an example, he
Like,
Well,
I mean, because it's preventing the easy basket.
Yeah,
like,
that's
it's
what it is,
It's
yeah.
definitely a play. Like, if they're in the act of shooting, I mean, they get fouls. But if they're not in the act of shooting, honestly, it's safer to grab them when they're not in the act of shooting. Because
Yeah.
if they're in the act of
there's
shooting, you
no
know,
doubt
they're
about
out there
that.
doing
But
stuff.
I'm talking about like 3/4 of the way down the floor where they're just got the rebound, they're getting ready to run out on a fast break, and
Yeah,
they
you
got
can
grabs.
drop
And it's like,
there.
really, you know,
Yeah.
you shouldn't get penalized for playing great defense or rebounding.
Yep.
It's I don't know. Denary and I are both on. Me and Chrissy,
I mean, I guess I'm more because I play 2K video game for
Yeah.
NBA, and it makes me so mad when people cherry pick like that. Like
Oh,
you
yeah, well,
get
yeah.
a rebound and then you just chuck it down the court for somebody who's already sprinting down there. That annoys me.
Yeah.
So I mean, I guess I am okay with it just because I do intentionally foul people so that they
Yeah.
can't do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
When it comes to Chris Paul, he has played some of his best basketball here in recent because, man, 15 points, 15 assists with 0 turnovers. The last series and this series he's been hurt or out with the COVID.
Yeah.
And so he's just that's what I've talked to Mike and Zach about is if he were to come up and win this championship, where does he rank as one of the greatest of all time? Because
Some point guards.
he's just
It's hard. Because I think the point guard position is so vast for what we've got in the history of it.
yep.
Like between Steph Curry, Russell Westbrook, Oscar Robinson, Magic Johnson, John Stockton, Jason Kidd. I mean, Jason Kidd was
a tremendous.
so good. Like, and
Oh, yeah.
he was one of those bigger players. So like he just
Yeah.
did stuff.
Yep.
He volleyballed people.
Yep.
Right.
But I mean, CP3 is my I'm a heightist. I'm sorry. If CP3 was bigger than what he was, he would be the perfect point guard.
Him being only like
His
6'3".
defense is amazing. His shot is amazing. His facilitating is amazing. His basketball IQ is so huge.
Right.
Like he's 6 foot tall.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's like, yeah.
Right.
Like, I mean, the same thing, like, kind of with Allen Iverson, like,
Yeah.
I mean, if he was bigger, like, I couldn't imagine what he would
How
have.
good he would have been.
Like,
Exactly.
I mean, yeah, he's able to do things because he's smaller, but
Right.
size is a big part
Yeah.
of basketball. But, I mean,
I'd probably put CP3 in the. I don't know about the top 10.
Yeah, I'd say he's probably
maybe top 10.
I
You'd have to really go through every.
The history of every
like
team.
Robertson Oscar Robertson at the time was the best by far.
Oh, yeah.
Bob Cousy. You guys don't
Oh,
remember
wow, Bob Cousy.
Bob
back in the old
Cousy
days.
is a long
Time
time
ago.
Oh, yeah.
60 years ago.
Yep.
But at the time, he was the greatest point guard. But he was a white guy.
And the funny thing is that I looked up his statistics. for back then, he was averaging 20 points and 11 plus assists a game.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Busy. Yeah.
And so I mean,
So it's
and
hard.
that's another thing, that, especially for the like greatest of all time debate type
Yeah,
stuff.
it's hard.
Like, is literally over the course of time, the game has changed
Yeah, oh, yeah,
so
right.
much. Like it,
they don't have a 3-point line back then.
yeah,
No
like
3-point line.
Curry wouldn't even be a top
Right,
10,
'cause he would've
20
been-
center or point guard
His three-point
back then
shot wouldn't
because
have mattered.
3-point shot wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah, he makes a lot of points, but he doesn't
Him not going to
assist
the
that
rim,
well,
yeah.
Right.
and he doesn't play defense that well. Like, I'm not saying he does either of
Yeah.
them bad. He's definitely improved his defense.
Oh yeah.
And definitely improved his assisting with having what limited stuff he had.
Right.
Mhm.
But like, it's not like it was then.
Oh no.
And,
No.
I mean,
Well, it's
But
funny.
then that's the thing that you'd have to say when it comes to the past is how well will they do in today's
Hey, for all
league?
those
Yeah.
old timers, yeah, because
Yep.
And I mean, that's another thing that's hard to say, because people talk about the lack of athleticism
back
in the old days.
Yeah.
So if you threw like LeBron or Durant back then,
Well, yeah.
would they have done as well as Michael? Maybe, because
Right.
Michael was one of the most athletic people.
Yeah.
So they could have been considered the GOAT back then.
Yep.
But now everybody's kind of. But that's just how
more
basketball
athletic
changed.
now, yeah.
Like I
It's
mean,
evolved, yeah.
like Michael wasn't like he's what, third on the all-time scoring
Scoring
list,
list, yeah.
Yep.
because 3-pointers weren't
They,
that
yeah, they
big a
weren't in
thing.
there.
then.
No,
I
right.
mean, they were starting,
Starting.
to, but it still wasn't. And I
Exactly.
And even in the early 2000s, it wasn't that
People
huge.
didn't
It wasn't
shoot
until
right.
the 2010s when it
when-
started
when
slowly
Curry
still
got
to take
into
off.
the league.
It still wasn't mid-range back in
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's what Michael
Well,
Jordan
that was
on,
the
Mike-
Spurs. Was
They all did mid-range,
The
yeah.
mid-range
Yep.
won them
You
championships.
never saw those
Yep.
guys shooting threes. Now, every now and then Ginobili shoot a three, or
I'll never forget.
Parker didn't even hardly shoot threes. So.
I'll never forget this. We were playing against the Miami Heat in 2013, and we were so focused on LeBron James, Wayne Wade, Chris Bosh, that they, in the going down this way, they're over here on the left-hand side of the court in the mid-range was Udonis Haslem. He made 6 shots in a row in that specific spot,
Same spot.
and they won the game. And I think they even went up the series because of that. Because
They're so
he-
concerned about
it's
LeBron.
everybody else, but Udonis sat right there, just
Yeah, makes
swish, swish, swish. He just hit 4 in a row. I was like,
Yeah.
4 to 6. I was like,
I
you gotta
know.
be kidding me. Like,
well, it's like this series. The series with who did Phoenix beat this last series? Oh,
The Nuggets.
the Nuggets.
Nuggets.
Yep.
Remember?
Swept him.
Let's see what CP3 did. It was all.
Oh
He
yeah.
shot the same shot every single
right,
time.
right inside
Right there at
that.
the elbow.
Yep.
Right there.
Yeah.
Every single time. He didn't. He made some threes every now and then, but
Yeah.
for the most part, he'd go around the screen. The center would be Joker would be back
Yep.
to guard the paint, and then he'd stop about 10 to 12 feet away. Raise up,
All right.
raise up. Making you think. Eventually, you think Denver would make a decision to come out on it, but they never did.
No.
They had practiced it, or they didn't know.
Well, because
Joker's not
it's a rare use thing.
Yeah.
Nobody shoots the
Yeah.
mid-range
And,
Joker.
and I mean, whenever you're that close, like it's hard to
You think.
get around. Like, because when you're out on the 3-point line, you've got more space to
Oh,
you
yeah,
can
but
move.
inside your
But
yeah.
everybody's close, so you get that good screen. You're just right there at the basket.
Yeah,
range,
it was
and
easy.
So.
Oh, he made about 20 shots like that
Oh,
in that
yeah.
series, if not more. It was unbelievable.
Oh yeah, because he had definitely more. Because he got like 6 or 7 in the fourth quarter in
In
one
that one game, yeah, it was unbelievable. Yeah, it's a different game. You guys do your NBA 2K, but if you do the old players or whatever, I don't know if you get
Yeah, we can play with some of them. Yeah.
Kuzi or Chamberlain.
There's only
or
like a
Russell.
handful that aren't in the game because they don't want their likeness in the game.
Right.
Like Reggie Miller and Charles Barkley are 2 well-known ones that they're not in the game.
because
They don't want their likeness in it because they want old retired players that have the opportunity to get some money from this
Yeah.
from the game. But
Well,
Which they
if you go back far in time, back to the Cousy days, and Bill Russell, and
Mhm.
Chamberlain in the old days,
Yep.
old days.
Yep.
I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but the lane was narrower.
oh yeah, I've seen videos of
You guys know
yeah.
about that?
Mm-mm.
It's widened a lot. Well, I don't know how far widened, but it's widened a lot since Chamberlain and Russell used to play. So when they shot the free throw or whatever, they were right close to the basket. So it's easy for this guy close to the basket to just reach up and grab it. That's why I think Russell and Chamberlain got a lot of rebounds. They would have gotten
Oh, yeah.
anyway, but it's harder now. Well, it probably is. Well, it's definitely harder now than it was in those
harder,
days.
yeah.
But this lane used to be only about as wide as this table was. I mean,
Wow.
it was really narrow. So it's totally changed over
Huh.
time. Yeah.
Wow.
I think what they found out was that these guys are so athletic, you can't have such a narrow lane. You have to spread it out for the
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
rebounds.
because I mean, it doesn't.
It makes it easy.
Yeah, there's no reason like okay, you just missed it. It goes to the other team basically.
Yeah.
Versus like having
At
an
least have a
actual
chance.
basketball play. Yeah.
Right. Have a chance to grab the
Yep.
offensive rebound.
It makes me laugh because I think of Kobe and one play he literally like he's in the middle, guys on each side, he throws the one guy into the other guy and goes to grab the board.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's an art to be able to get to go between two guys and
Yep.
grab a
Yeah.
rebound. Oh heck yeah.
So who do you guys having making to the finals, and who do you have
Okay.
winning the championship?
I'm taking Phoenix all the way.
Okay.
I think their defense will shut the Hawks down
Okay.
in the finals.
Okay.
And I don't like the Bucks. I think if you can stop Giannis,
Yeah.
I mean, I know that's a large task to do, but I just think I think the Hawks have too many scoring options
Oh yeah.
to.
The fact that they
outdo.
took the first game helped a lot.
Oh yeah. They're going back to Atlanta.
With
Tied 1-1.
Yeah. In the Clippers were down 2-0. Now they've won the third, but they're without Kawhi.
Yeah.
So if they could pull this out, it'd be one of the greatest. Well, not comeback, but it'd be an unbelievable feat that
Yep.
they could win that series.
Oh yeah.
Atlanta. If Atlanta can win the next two, and Atlanta, I'd definitely have Atlanta.
Yeah. Oh
'Cause I
yeah.
don't see how Milwaukee can come back from that.
Oh yeah.
But now if Milwaukee splits it, then
Yeah, it goes back,
back
to
to
Milwaukee.
maybe
top.
Milwaukee. Yeah, it's a tough one.
Yeah.
I think if they figured out the Trae Young going through the lane and floaters and they,
The pick and roll
they
kind
could,
of.
then they could Milwaukee could win it
Yeah.
if they've solved it. But if they
Yeah.
haven't, then I don't know.
Yeah. That's up
Yeah.
to.
Atlanta's offense really is very Trae Young heavy.
It's
Yep.
all Trae.
Like
Yeah.
I mean, between facilitating and shooting, like when he's not on the floor, like their
they
points
have a hard
are
time.
really far down.
Fat who's their backup?
They
Pretty much like a Lou Williams, I think.
Oh, Lou Williams.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Lou Williams. And he's
yeah, because they traded
Rajon Rondo.
yeah for the
Oh,
which didn't
yeah.
make any sense to me. Why would
That's
you trade
right.
a true point guard for a shooting guard?
Yeah.
Yeah, you went to the trouble of getting them too. That didn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
You went to the trouble, and that's the reason why you get them is for the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it didn't make more sense.
The Clippers were really wanting a true point guard, so
Oh,
they
yeah.
were so desperate. I think they traded like a second round pick or something to get
Rondo.
to be able to get Rondo. So
Yeah. Yeah, I can
The-
see that.
that's the thing is like what Mike was saying. If they put Drew Holiday and Drew Holiday plays as good a defense on Trae Young as what
Did
we've
the
known
last
for
one.
Drew Holiday, this could be an interesting series.
I mean,
Yeah.
I definitely don't think it's going to be an easy series for the Hawks to
No.
win.
But you got
or the
them
Bucks
so-
to win.
yeah.
But like it'll be.
Yeah.
I think that series is going to be a lot better than unless Kawhi comes back
Kawhi, yeah,
and
which,
is
I don't
like
know.
already back in his All-Star MVP form.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
it's going to be hard unless they get that.
Yeah.
I like with Zach. I'm gonna go with Phoenix, and man, the other one is a good series. I'm probably gonna go with Atlanta also.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, the fact that Atlanta's got it 1-1 going back to Atlanta,
Yep.
it definitely helps to.
It
And
does.
they're a lot more deep. Like Milwaukee, they don't
They
have a
play
whole lot
the
of.
same. They play the
same-
same players all the
yep.
time.
I can't name too many of their bench players.
Bobby Portis is one I
Connaughton.
saw.
Connaughton.
Connaughton. I know the players, but I don't know how deep they go in the playoffs because they have that Giannis Antetokounmpo. So
Yeah, but they don't really have a backup center, do they? They play
no,
Lopez
they play
center.
Lopez, but
Well, I'm saying Lopez is
Yeah,
the center, but
yep.
who's their?
back
They have a
up.
backup. They have,
Do they still have Thon?
No,
well, they have.
they might, but
He
he's not
doesn't play.
playing.
I think they just bring in Portis.
Bobby
And then he
Portis,
plays a kind of
4
they
or
play a
5.
smaller
Yeah,
team,
smaller
don't
ball.
they? Yeah, basketball's becoming a really interesting thing. You have teams are this whole thing that Houston started with the five small
PJ
guys.
PJ Tucker.
It's a center
That's
or
a
whatever.
center.
Yeah,
6'7".
some teams are pretty much a lot of teams are
Yeah.
going to it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going in stages, so they don't go totally
Yeah.
small ball.
No.
But what they do is they take out their center, then they go to a small ball.
Yep.
They don't really have a backup.
No.
They don't use a backup
No.
center.
And I mean, I only think that fit for them because of them having
With
Westbrook
Harden.
and Harden.
Yeah.
Like that just, I don't see that working.
I
too
don't
well.
either. I
'Cause
was
you have to make your shot, otherwise you don't get a rebound.
right,
And
then
it's just,
you have to
then
have
you have to go play defense on the other side.
with Tucker Gardner.
And yeah,
7
Tucker
foot tall
trying to
guy.
box out.
Yeah, remember you and I? We talked about the first series.
Yeah, it was
Houston
against Lakers.
Lakers. I said,
Yep.
really?
Davis should be
Anthony
just
Davis.
slaughtered
They
them.
remember
Yep.
Houston beat them.
Yep.
And we thought that was the dumbest game I've ever seen in my life.
Yep.
Davis is out there at the 3-point line with the ball.
Yeah.
I'm thinking the guy's 7 foot tall.
Yeah.
And he's athletic. There's no way on earth anybody should be able to guard him.
No.
Well, nobody should guard him on
No.
Houston at the time. And Tucker was guarding him, but he's out for 3 points. So that was perfect for Houston.
Oh yeah.
I thought, well, that's great.
That's
But they learned their lesson, then they
Yeah.
took it to them after that. You know?
yeah, because I mean,
You got to pound it.
especially against that team, there's no reason at all Anthony Davis should leave the paint,
No,
No.
let alone be
Well, look at even
on the
LeBron
three-point
was
line.
bigger than every guy that they had.
Oh,
That
He's
too.
6'8",
That- him
250. Yeah.
Yeah, LeBron could have bullied the paint out.
Yeah,
of
he'd
him.
been in the center. So
they had also
But
JaVale
LeBron wouldn't
McGee.
want to do
No.
that. That means he has to do.
Yeah, JaVale McGee and Dwight
And
Howard
they had-
too.
yeah, they had all three of the big tall guys.
Yeah.
I thought, what the hell? Dwight Howard's bigger than everybody.
Yeah.
Lob it to McGee every time.
Love
Yeah.
McGee, dunk it.
Yep.
What the hell? So I know that small ball is good for a period of time during the game, but you can't play it all the time.
No,
You can't
no,
play it
no.
because they got rid of Capella. And I thought, what the hell?
Oh
you
yeah.
traded
Oh,
Capella
yeah.
Um,
was
to
awful.
Atlanta.
and he's not even that big. He was
Did
just
they-
a little slow for what they wanted.
Yeah.
and-
Yep.
and
I thought he was
shoot
playing great for him. I thought he was playing
He
good.
was playing great.
He was. Him and James Harden had that pick and roll.
Roll that
Just-
was down. Oh, it's
Yeah,
killer.
he had the paint to himself.
Self,
Yep.
Yeah.
So he was 10, 15 rebounds a game.
Dunking, blocking shots.
Yep.
You get rid of him for who they even get? Do you remember?
I don't remember.
See, I don't even remember.
That's the thing where I
They
don't.
just kind of gave him away
Yeah.
for some because they didn't want big guys.
Yeah,
They
pretty much,
want
yeah.
big guys.
Because
Yeah.
I mean, he went to the Hawks
Went to
and
the-
they didn't have anything. So I don't even
So I don't know how you could have given for him. Yeah. I don't even know
I
how much
mean,
Capella makes per season. I don't
He
know.
doesn't. He's not that much right now.
So
Oh,
why
yeah,
wouldn't
he's cheap.
why wouldn't Houston hang on to him then? That didn't make. None of it made any sense.
No.
Because there's
And-
always a team that you're going to go against has a big guy.
Yep.
Yeah.
That may be.
And they really gave him away because I don't.
I can't think of anything of what
that they gave him. Yeah, I don't either. But that was one of the weird trades in the history. Well, not
Again,
history, but basketball.
they wanted to give what Westbrook wanted to be able to go and have a smaller lineup to
Right.
be able to go and push the pace.
Well, push the pace.
Well, yeah, and he wanted everybody to be able to shoot from the outside.
Side,
so
yep.
And
He
Capella
could be,
couldn't, of course.
he could be the paint
Yep.
person.
Yeah.
And get all the boards.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
dish it
yeah,
out
that's-
Yep, stats
and
up good
score
for you.
it, and
That's why I'm so glad that the Pacers didn't get D'Antoni as their coach. Because my worry was that D'Antoni was going to
Fast
try
pace.
this small lineup.
Yep,
get
and
rid of
just
Turner.
kills
No,
Bonds.
I don't
I hope
think
they would have done it.
I don't
yeah.
think that was D'Antoni's idea. I think that was.
Must have been Westbrook's
I
and
think
Harden's
that
thing.
was just. the team's idea, and he went with it.
Yeah.
'Cause I mean, that's not been like D'Antoni that I've seen, at least.
Yeah.
Like, he's been a very defensive-minded coach,
Yeah.
and so
Yeah.
getting rid of that guy, I mean,
It wouldn't make any sense.
I didn't think
make any
it
sense
was
they
up
got
his
rid of
alley,
Capella. Well, look how good he's playing now for
but-
Atlanta.
He was playing good in Houston, too.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
I know. He's a starter, and he plays all those minutes, and Nate McMillan uses him fine,
Yep.
and there's Houston getting the first pick, second pick in the draft
Yeah.
because they're so lousy.
Yeah, I think the only thing that surprised me really in the playoffs would be the Jazz, and
Yeah.
I mean, honestly,
Oh boy.
honestly, their injuries.
Yeah.
made
Well,
sense
yeah,
to me. Mitchell got hurt.
Mitchell got hurt.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I mean,
It took a minute for Bogey to get going too.
yeah. And I mean,
Yeah.
Conley's 34 years
Conley
old.
was out. Conley was
And
out
he
for
was
a
too.
while.
hurt. And
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, it just, the Clippers.
Best record in basketball all
Yeah.
season in Utah. Yeah,
That's
gotta be-
still it's just like the
that
Indiana
sucks.
Pacers, or like just almost every team had some kind of injury you gotta play through, and for them to have that first pick, be the first seed, that's still rough to.
Oh, it's got to kill them that they lost.
And that's the same with Philly. They had the first
Yeah.
seed and they lost to Atlanta.
Yeah.
It makes me laugh. It makes me a little upset and laugh at the same time, just for the Clippers tanking the end of their season.
Yeah, yeah.
'Cause, I mean, they're in the
They end up
Western
beating-
Conference
they end up
final
beating the-
right now.
yeah, the
like,
Utah
everybody
Jazz. Yeah,
was all shitty about them for doing it.
Good point.
I mean, they almost got beat bad by the Mavs. Like, they were down 2-0.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
But
Yep.
So let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the NBA draft. That starting with the Houston Rockets, they had a record of 17-55. You had Detroit that was 20-52. Orlando was 21-51. Cavaliers were 22-50. You had also Oklahoma City Thunder that was 22-50. The Timberwolves completely botched up their whole thing. They should have had a top 4 pick and kept their own pick, but they won too many games, and now it goes to the Golden State Warriors because of the D'Angelo Russell trade. So they could have had a top 4 pick and
But they
got
won
a
actually-
Jalen Green
Actually,
or
won too many games.
won too many games.
That's something. That's
So
too bad.
here we'll do the top 15 players and just talk about them, see what our thoughts on the team, the player, and how well they're going to be able to play with the team based off the mock draft of the SB Nation. Starting with the Detroit Pistons with Cade Cunningham from Oklahoma State.
the Pistons are a dumpster fire. Anything could be better.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Like,
Yep.
Cade Cunningham is a really good player. I watched some of Oklahoma State, and yeah, he tore shit.
I like the fact he's 6'8".
6'8", yep.
And ball handler. That's a
Yeah.
Magic Johnson type now. There you go. Is he a lefty or is he a righty? Do you know? I think he's a left.
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
He well, obviously he's pretty dang good. He wouldn't be number
Number one
one.
pick.
I mean, he's the unanimous number 1 pick.
Wow, yeah, everybody
Unanimous,
says
yep.
he's going to be
Yeah.
it. Yeah. Okay. Before we, well, never mind. Well, I'll wait till we get to number 2.
Okay. That's what I was going to bring up, but we'll see what Mike has to say about it.
Well-
Houston Rockets with Evan Mobley.
Okay. Let's think about this for a second. What were you just talking about? We were talking about Clint Capella
Oh, yeah, yep.
being traded from the Houston Rockets to Atlanta because he's a center.
Yep. There was a big guy.
What's Evan Mobley? 7 foot tall.
Yeah.
So why would you draft him?
I
Or are you going to stick? Maybe they're not going to stick
No,
with small ball
I don't
anymore.
see
It's dead already.
Yeah.
They already have Christian Wood, who's 6 foot.
Well,
5
yeah,
foot.
they did Christian Wood.
Yep.
Okay.
I think that works pretty well. Christian Wood at power forward,
And
And
put
then
Evan
you have
Mobley at
Mobley at
center.
center.
Yeah.
John Wall at point.
They got Kevin Porter Jr. who went off for 50
Yeah, he
points,
went
11
nuts.
assists against
he
the
went
Bucks.
nuts.
There is one other player.
Kenyon Martin Jr.
Kenyon Martin
Jr.
Jr. I like.
If he, that's one player that I want to see him play his own style of basketball. By God, if he has similarities of how his dad was, he's going to be an animal. Like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
love his dad.
yeah.
I want to see him play more like his dad.
Yeah.
He's not nearly as defensive from
Oh,
what I've
right,
seen.
really?
Right.
Okay.
I haven't. The Houston
Yeah.
Rockets. Like,
Houston
I-
Rockets,
Right,
yeah.
Unless they're playing the Pacers, I'm not watching.
I
the
know,
Houston
we don't watch
Rockets.
me. Houston
Uh,
Rocket games, exactly.
But like he was definitely a more offensive minded than defensive
Okay.
minded
Yeah.
player, and his dad was very defensive minded.
Oh, yeah. What's funny is Mike here is from, what's going on?
I'm just reading about Mobley.
Oh, okay. But Mike was,
I know.
yeah, the screen is really, it actually is tiny. Like, I can't even read that right myself.
What's that? I'm
The, Mike's from USC.
I
He's
love
from
US.
San Diego State,
Yeah.
or San Diego, and we love USC football also. But his brother's from
Loves USC.
USC also, and Dennis, his brother, said that Evan Mobley is extremely raw.
Oh,
Yeah.
His
He's raw.
he's very talented, but
He's
it's
just
gonna take a
beginning
while
his-
to
he's
get.
just
I
beginning
mean,
his-
honestly, that whole
Yeah.
USC team was pretty raw.
Yeah.
It showed very much so in the playoffs.
Mhm.
Yeah, because they're a very talented group, but they're
Yeah.
not. They're
Like,
all
I
raw.
mean, they made it really far.
Yeah.
And like, they're just, the rawness got the better of
Yeah.
them at the end.
I'd like to see Mobley stay another year.
Yeah,
But
okay.
if you're going to be picked second in the draft,
Yeah, I
you
mean,
almost have
like, you're
to.
projected second.
What are you
like,
gonna go to first?
You have
So
to go.
you're going to go maybe one next year, big deal. You're still going to get the same amount
Same
of money.
money.
And
Yeah,
I
pretty much.
mean, you gotta go, wow, you're projected that high because you get
Let's
hurt,
get hurt.
or
Yep.
whatever.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, you
Tear your
could,
meniscus,
you could
tear your-
always come back to school or do
Yeah.
school in
In
the
basketball,
downtime.
it's got to be more than anything in basketball.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you're playing like that level for your life.
Right.
Like, it only lasts for a little
Oh
while.
yeah, short
Exactly.
while.
I mean, so you gotta take advantage of it while you can.
You got about 20 years, and then it's
Yeah, that would
it's
be-
pretty much
and-
just going to be retired.
and-
Probably
and
by then,
that-
especially
That's if you're a really good player
yeah.
and take really good
you
care
carry
of
your
yourself.
body.
Yeah.
Yep. And the thing with Mobley being a center is that his legs are going to be hurt.
Legs
He's
will
going
be
to
harder.
7 foot tall.
You'll be
Some
hard.
tall, bad back. Yep.
I see his wingspan's 7'4", which is pretty good. What's it say? Block rate of 8.8% block rate. So I guess that means
Top 35.
in DI, defensive.
There we go.
something.
A little bit better for you.
Oh, okay, thanks.
D1.
Oh, in D1.
D1 Division
okay.
One.
So obviously his blocks. See, I like this. So I like Mobley. Well, I'm like Zach. I like centers, like a Turner, and that's why I always like Turner because he blocks shots.
Mm.
Block shot has gone the way of the dodo bird because nobody blocks shots anymore.
No.
Gobert,
No.
Turner.
Yep.
Who else? Capella blocks him. You
Yeah,
know,
here and
there,
there.
there.
But nah, it's
But see, it
Mitchell
sounds like
Robinson.
Mitchell
Mobley.
Robinson. Yeah.
Who?
Mitchell Robinson.
Mitchell
or the
Robinson,
Knicks.
he
but
got
he was
hurt.
out. But see, Mobley is going to be a good center like that, where
Yeah.
he can block shots. And I like guard the
And,
paint.
yeah,
I like
it's
that.
a guarding the paint thing.
Guard the
even.
paint.
Like, it
Stop people
literally-
from coming in.
I feel like the 2K, the Intimidator badge is perfect for that. Like, it's literally your presence in the paint
Yeah.
affects
How
everybody.
everybody walk- yep.
Everybody
Well, look
shot
how-
around the paint.
Yep.
Did you guys watch many of those Utah games versus the Clippers?
I know.
Did you
I
watch
wouldn't
any of those?
watch me.
Well, it was every time the Clippers came near the paint, they ran out. They dribbled it back out.
Yeah.
Because Gobert
it was right
was
there.
there to block it, and they didn't even bother trying.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, he blocked quite a few shots because they were near the basket, and he was on the other side. He came back and blocked it.
Mhm.
But if they knew he was in there, they figured, oh well.
Oh, well,
So
yeah.
that's what Zach is talking about.
Yep.
That,
That
what do you call it?
presence of
Intimidating
being in
force.
there.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, is like what we were just talking about when it came to the Indiana Pacers versus Washington, that playing game.
Yeah.
Westbrook was just doing this and just throwing up the
Well, he
ball, and
wouldn't
they're
have
just going and dunking it. There's nobody there to
He wouldn't have
protect
been in
the
the
rim.
he wouldn't have been in the paint.
Oh, no,
Turner
no.
was there.
Yep, yeah, it's
So-
that intimidation, knowing that, oh shit, he's gonna block my shot, or he's that big body presence that he doesn't even have to be blocking shots. He's just
There.
knowing that
Yeah,
he's there.
The
Yeah.
big body, like, I
Big
mean,
body,
you just
exactly.
have to shoot around
Shoot
it.
over,
Like,
yeah, you can't.
like
Yeah.
Yep.
what did you say?
7'8",
7'4" wingspan.
7'4" wingspan, and
It's-
like,
yeah.
it's just
So yeah, I like Mo. I mean,
Mo,
I didn't see him play that much, but
Yeah.
I've read enough about him and seen a few of them that he's
He's
gonna be
gonna-
an old-time center. I mean, he's gonna be able to shoot better than Gobert. He'll be. I don't know if he'll be better than Turner shooting wise, but he'll be close to rim. Of course, you're 7 foot. You're almost always. Well, nowadays everybody's out. Brooke Lopez is out. 30 feet
three-point.
away.
Yeah.
But
Brooke Lopez was never that
Center.
He
good.
got him at center anyways.
No,
Yeah.
no.
He did grab a lot of rebounds. He had a hell of a mid-range shot back on Brooklyn. He
Yeah.
was unbelievable. He just
He-
always
Yeah.
head out the backboard and just went in. He banked that
Yeah.
fucker in every time.
But now he's moved out to the wing now, or he's
Yeah,
moved
because
out to
that's
the
just
3-point
how
shot.
everything is.
Yeah.
Well, and I mean that works better for Giannis too, having the entire
Like you said,
entire
he has
thing
the
there.
If not, you'll
Because
crowd the paint.
he's
Yep.
Super Bowl in a China shop, and he just runs in there.
Sure, yep.
Next, what?
I've seen so much on Jalen Brown,
Really?
Green,
Jalen Green.
Jalen Green.
and I don't know who that is.
He's a G League player, isn't he?
Yep, G League player.
Oh,
he
that makes sense.
he didn't play in college at all. He
He
went.
skipped it and went right to the G League.
Yep.
Okay.
That
I
makes a
guess he-
whole lot of sense.
Yep.
Cause,
Must be pretty good to be a third.
yeah, because I mean
maybe
I've
third.
heard a lot about Jalen Green. I just
Oh, you didn't heard about
I
it?
haven't seen
Okay.
because because G League stuff isn't really televised that
Right.
unless you buy crazy stuff.
The thing with Jalen Green is that he is like a 3-level scorer. He can score close, mid, and
Oh,
the
okay.
3-point line. And so, my question is what's going to happen with Colin Sexton or Darius
Yeah.
Garland?
Yeah.
You got two amazing guards. They didn't have Isaac Okoro as a good guard forward
Yeah.
combo, and this is getting
I
kind
wonder if they're
of.
going to do the Portland thing and become a 2-guard centric offense.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what they have.
Yep.
I mean, you can try it, I guess. I don't know.
I don't think Garland has panned out like they thought he would, so I'm thinking that they're trying to replace him.
I don't know about you two, but I read that they're looking at
Trade
Sexton
Sexton,
now.
too.
Have you heard about that?
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Yep. They say that he tries to hold the he handles the ball way too much. Like he
Holds the ball.
holds the ball all the time.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
Well, what was he passing it to?
Pretty much. Yep.
Kevin Love.
Kevin Love.
Kevin Love
Yes.
needs to be fired.
Yeah, he does.
I
Hey,
would literally pay to have his fat ass off my team.
He's
Yeah.
making them-
He gives zero shits.
Yep. Oh yeah,
And
it's
it's a fucking team killer.
it
Like,
is.
He is. Oh, he is.
I would have fired him so bad
Zach,
that last time
He's
he
going to
did
the
shit.
Olympics. Did you hear about that? He got picked to the Olympics.
Yep. He went to
Kevin Love.
Yep. You know, he's going to the Tokyo Olympics
Olympics.
For what?
to be on our team.
for our team.
For what team?
the
Not
Yes.
basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
USA basketball.
He's a fat turd.
Can you
Yep.
believe that? Jalen Rose went off on that.
Oh,
Jalen
yeah.
Rose, he said,
I-
did it just
Meanwhile, again,
oh, there's 100 guys. that-
hundreds of guys that could play.
100.
Hundreds.
At least 100 guys that should be done. Picked him up for Kevin Love, made it to the Olympics. What the hell? He gave up on the Cleveland Cavaliers this past year. He did
Oh,
two last
yeah.
couple years.
He's a fat old turd.
That doesn't-
He wasn't even good when LeBron
Ron
was
was
there.
there.
I know.
Yep.
I
Like
know.
when you've got the best player in the league on your team and you're not playing good,
Yeah.
there's something going on.
Yeah, he hasn't been good for years
Like,
now.
like
No,
even
it-
the thing he was a fucking 20, almost 20 rebound player.
Minnesota-
Yeah,
he
Minnesota.
couldn't even get double digits.
And
Cleveland, yeah, Minnesota's been the last time he was really good.
oh, he was phenomenal
Yeah.
in Minnesota. Oh my
Double
God.
machine.
He
Yeah.
had one of the actually. I
Saying
think
20 rebounds was a lot, but
No, 10,
He-
2010 though, but he was
Yep.
2010.
Yeah.
2010. Oh yeah.
but
He
yeah,
had
2010 was a bad game for him.
Yeah.
Timberwolves.
He averaged it, yeah. But
He
we're-
he's one of if not the only one that in history had 45 points on 5 3-pointers made and 20 rebounds.
Yeah, I
Like,
can see that.
he went off in like one game. Like he had an amazing game.
Because he was the whole Minnesota team.
Yep.
though,
Oh
so-
yeah.
But when he went on another team with other good players,
Kyrie Irving,
something
LeBron,
happened
and
to
him.
something happened to him.
Oh yeah.
you
He
know,
just
fell apart.
yeah. And what kills me about the Cleveland Cavaliers is with Kevin Love complaining, moaning,
Right, yeah.
whining about how the team is playing. He threw the ball
I remember that he threw it
and another player. They went up and just grabbed it and just shot the
He threw
shot
it into another team.
at the other team, made the shot.
Yeah.
You have Colin Sexton who handles the ball too much.
Right.
And you have the owner, Gilbert, who's just, he's not the best owner. He's not well liked as an owner. Meanwhile, they had Kevin Porter Jr.
Right, they got rid of him.
You gotta let him go. Because he went and had a locker room conversation and went off on his team.
Yeah.
Well, he had every right to.
Yeah,
Like, they were playing like shit.
Yeah, exactly.
And so they let him go. He goes by God, he didn't, like, their season didn't do well, but he had a 50-point game and 11 assists.
Obviously, he has a lot of talent.
Yeah, a lot of talent. I love Kevin Porter Jr. I wish they would have kept him, but now he's going to have a better career with Houston, in my opinion. Give him Cavaliers.
To get out of the Cleveland's the best move you could ever get out of there.
Oh, yeah.
Jalen Green's getting
I feel sorry for him.
getting in a bad spot.
And I mean, it's the whole thing that happened with LeBron leaving.
Yeah.
Like, it just was a big dumpster fire.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it was. Oh, yeah.
Then, like, LeBron
So what
came
did they
back,
do?
and then they left again.
Oh, the second time when he left, what did they do? They signed Kevin Love to
a max
huge
contract.
contract.
Yep.
Remember that?
Yeah.
And I thought, what did you do that for? Why would you sign Kevin Love? Was awful. Why would you give him any kind of money?
He didn't play after that winning that championship.
Nobody else even wanted him.
No.
Nobody. It didn't make any sense.
Yeah, sign him to that kind of contract. By God, if you got him for like $10 million contract, 2 year, $10 million, or something like that. But he didn't do shit.
I don't even
leading
know
up to
what it
that.
was, but it was a big one. It's like
Oh, it was 4 year, like $140 million.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's see Jalen Suggs here.
Jalen Suggs on the Toronto Raptors.
This makes me wish that March Madness wasn't single elimination.
Yeah.
Gonzaga losing to Baylor so badly in that game. Like, I really think if they would have played a best of 7,
or something like that,
it would have got turned
Gonzaga would have
around.
beat them. Yeah,
Gonzaga won one.
Just one and done.
One game they had. They dominated the shit out of every single other team except the fucking Cinderella story. I don't even remember who they were because they were so bad they shouldn't have been there in the first place.
Then Suggs, because Suggs hit that long, the half court shot.
In the overtime.
Yeah.
I remember you and I were watching that game. No?
Was it Houston they beat? Houston?
No. Houston was on the other side.
Jackson? No, who the hell they beat?
I don't know. There was some bitch team. They were like the 11th seed or something like that.
Yeah. And Suggs hit that 50-foot shot to win the game. But he's at Raptors. Okay, here we go again. Raptors got
Another guard.
Kyle. I know. See, they're gonna have to do something with Kyle Lowry.
He's a free agent.
So he'll go with another team.
Yep.
Then Suggs can come in and.
Yep.
But they've already got Van Vliet. But
Yep. They're going to play together.
I was gonna say Van Vliet's more of a shooting guard, isn't he?
Yeah.
So he'll. Suggs
It shows right here is that he'll fit nice next to the Fred Van Vliet.
Okay,
backcourt.
that makes sense. Because that way Van Vliet can be the shooting guard.
Yep.
That'll be good.
Fred Van Vliet, he played phenomenal this year, I guess.
He had a good season. Oh yeah.
Hell of a season. He didn't make any of the NBA all defensive teams?
No.
Oh my God, that's depressing.
Yeah.
He played phenomenal defense. What I've heard from Toronto Raptors fans, they said that he was unbelievable this year. Shot the 3-ball pretty well, good playmaker and stuff. So that's gonna be awesome for them to get Jalen Suggs. And like what I was saying is that there are talks that Kyle Lowry's a free agent. They're gonna do a sign and trade with Philadelphia. Because Kyle Lowry's from Philadelphia, there are talks that he's going there. So they didn't specify if it was going to be for Ben Simmons, but they just said that Kyle Lowry's going to go to the Philadelphia 76ers. So another move where that won't be bad is Kyle Lowry going to the Los Angeles Lakers because they need a good guard to be able to play out there because they don't really have. They have Alex Caruso, pretty much. You see that he got arrested for drugs?
Where would you find it?
UCLA.
UCLA?
Was who Gonzaga.
Oh, UCLA,
okay.
yeah.
Huh.
That's whoever on the
intense,
Pacers' favorite person.
Yeah.
That's where we get all of our
All players.
TJ,
Aaron Holiday.
Yeah.
Tyler Hansbrough is from UNC.
defense. Yeah, he's
Okay.
from North Carolina.
Either kind.
But yeah, well, okay, so it'd be perfect then. I think you get rid of
But
Lowry would be gone.
Yep.
Let him go, obviously, and then bring in Suggs. That'd go good with Van Vliet because
Yep.
Van Vliet's more of a veteran now. He
Yep.
can help Suggs become a star.
And I feel like Van Vliet, while he's a decent playmaker, I feel like he's a better shooter.
He's a better
Yep.
shooter. Oh, he's
So
definitely
like,
a shooting guard.
having Suggs as, because Suggs is definitely not a super 3-point shooter
No.
like that shot was. Like,
No, that was just a lock throw up. Yeah. But what was good also is if Suggs is off on the bench, then Van Vliet can take over, and then
Yep.
and vice versa.
Yep.
Yeah, that'd be good.
And now the big question is, which I was a home. Go ahead.
I love that trade. I mean, both players were really good, but I like that the Raptors got the younger player out of.
Gary Trent Jr.
Yeah.
And Norman Powell.
Oh,
trade?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Gary
Oh yeah.
Trent Jr. is a monster.
know.
Oh, yeah.
He's gonna be. He's what, 22.
I think
Yeah.
that was a great trade
Like-
for
Yep.
Toronto.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was a great trade. I like your
Like
trade.
that definitely, I feel like worked out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think he did well for both teams.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
actually,
I mean, yeah, they got a more veteran presence in
But-
Portland, which they needed for their playoff push. And I mean, the Raptors weren't making the playoffs,
No.
so getting that younger player
Yep.
was.
Exactly.
And that's where I was going to bring up. I'm a home for this guy, which he had an amazing first year. Then he had a good second year. Went into a championship with Kawhi Leonard, and then he got a max contract and just hasn't done as well
Yeah.
as Pascal Siakam.
Yeah, he had a big time
Rough
Yeah.
past couple of years, like
Yeah.
bubble, and then this year he didn't do as well.
Yeah.
It's you have the MVP on your team.
Yeah.
You can do whatever the fuck you
Yeah.
want because nobody's paying
There's
attention
you have
to
no
you.
pressure
Yeah.
on you.
Like everybody's looking at him, so
Just
he's
count on
getting
him.
double teamed and stuff. You can just do
The
whatever.
pressure's
Yep.
a lot less. Oh yeah.
Yep.
Or at least the defensive presence. Like
Is
if
towards
I've
Kawhi
got Kawhi Leonard over here, I'm going to put LeBron James on.
Right, the
Kawhi.
best
Well,
player
I'm
on
gonna
him.
Put LeBron James because LeBron James can't play defense.
But
But yeah, I'm gonna put somebody over there.
Yeah,
I'm
then
not,
put-
or
yeah, or
Anthony Davis or whatever.
Stick or
and,
Pascal
you know,
Siakam.
Pascal's gonna have some scrub.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, so it makes you look good.
Yep.
And then
I mean, I never thought he was that good, even while Kawhi was on their team, and everybody was blowing up about him
oh yeah.
coming in, and I'm just like, he's not that good.
Yeah. Now
I
it's
was very well justified by how
Did
this
they
played.
sign him a big contract?
Oh,
Yeah, it was 4 year. Again, it was like a rookie contract extension. It was 4 year, 140
Something.
plus million. a
Yeah,
year.
it was a lot more than
Yep.
what
Oh,
we should
okay.
have got for having
Yep.
one
Yeah.
really good
Good
year.
year,
They paid these guys sometimes too quickly
Yep.
after one good
And
year.
it's hard because
You
you
go out
can't-
and want to hang on to them.
yeah,
Yep.
especially if it continues.
Yep, and he
Yeah,
hasn't done
which
it.
is-
Right.
I liked his style in his first 2 years. Then
Because
with,
he had-
like what Zach was saying, is that
He had good
he
players
had,
around
he had
him.
good players around him.
Kyle Lowry was good.
Kawhi, Kyle Lowry.
And
Yeah,
I
they-
just
yeah.
I just don't understand why you don't play them less.
Yep.
And then you can get them more.
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
you're allowed to do that. That's,
I know.
That's
I
what
know.
it is.
It doesn't make any sense.
Like, oh, you're playing really good. Okay, we can keep that. Like you
Yeah.
did a lot this year, so
Yeah.
we'll get it. And
Yeah.
We'll give it to you next year.
I think
the
it's
year
right.
after.
I think
know.
the issue is that they're worried with the numbers that he did produce that another team would probably come
Jump
in and
in,
try
I
to
guess, and
get
get him.
him.
Yeah.
I
So,
mean, they can still match that.
It's
Yeah.
like Matt, yeah.
Yep.
You can
And,
match
I
it.
mean, they can give him a contract. I don't know that there's any restriction on contract extension. So like, if you give him a contract for the next 2 years, next year if he still does good, you can give him another one for that
Yeah,
next
you don't
year.
have
Yeah.
to.
So like, he'll have an extra buffer year, so he won't ever be a free agent.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any restriction
No.
on that, but I could be wrong.
I think teams are jumping too much on the
Oh yeah.
pay him now, gotta pay him, or something's
Well,
gonna,
Yep.
you know.
And it's crazy to me for players how they're doing so many years on all these contracts.
Yep.
Yeah.
And coaches, they're doing all these years on contracts and then they're done after half of one.
Right.
And it's just like, what
I-
the f is going on? Like, this is ridiculous.
Exactly.
Like, what's the coach? I never can. Nate for the Pacers.
Bjorkgren?
Bjorkgren.
His was only 2 years, right?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
on 2 year contract.
But I mean,
1 year.
Why,
1 year.
why not let him do that?
The second
Like,
year. Yeah, I know.
Like, you gotta give, you can't just,
You
he
buy-
can't, like, it takes half a year to acclimate to the team even.
And
Like,
then you had COVID.
yeah, and then you had COVID, and
You
then,
had the injuries.
well, COVID technically started before he did,
Yeah.
but
yeah.
it still wasn't nearly what it was last year.
And how can you make a guy that was an assistant for a number of years? How can you really judge him as a head coach after only 1 year?
Yeah.
I don't know how you could really do that.
Yep.
I mean,
I understand that players didn't want, or something didn't get along with some people,
Mm-hmm.
but give the guy another year, and if he doesn't,
Yep, doesn't work out, then move on. Yeah.
I mean, from what I saw, he was trying different things to make things work better,
yeah,
and that's what people didn't like because it looked like he wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
But he was looking at different things, like reviewing
Viewing on the
stuff.
tablet.
yeah,
Yeah.
he
like-
had his nose in the tablet a little bit, but sometimes
And
that's
I
the
mean,
way
that-
basketball is now.
That's just
Yeah.
that's the entire earth this day and age.
Yeah.
It's the
Everybody's
tablet.
got their head in
It's
devices.
analytics and stuff like that.
Yep.
It's analytics, but that's a good point.
I
Like
like
you never see Nate McMillan with the. He didn't have a
Well,
tablet.
I
in
mean,
his hand,
yeah, but he's older
Old.
generation.
Yeah. Yep.
But I like
How
this
about
next
Popovich?
one.
Does he ever have a?
No.
ever have a
He
tablet?
probably never heard
He's
of a
like the Bill
tablet.
Belichick. I love Belichick when he grabs that tablet, throws it against the over on the bench. Son of a bitch. Throws that tablet. Go ahead. This is the next guy.
Scotty Barnes.
Speaking of Tampa Bay going back to back, Tampa Bay
Uh-huh.
Lightning are looking like they're going to go back to back. Hockey team.
Hockey?
Yeah.
So Tampa Bay's become the mecca of
Like-
sports now?
Damn.
The hell?
They won MLB last year, right?
Tampa Bay Rays.
Tampa
It was the Rays and the Dodgers, and I don't remember.
Dodgers won.
Dodgers
Okay,
won.
Yeah,
because
Kershaw.
it was LA and Tampa
Mhm.
for
Opposites.
every single sport.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
That's funny.
because Tampa Bay Buccaneers won football, Dodgers won
Baseball.
baseball, Lakers won
Won
basketball, the whatever the WNBA team was for the or for LA won.
Sparks.
Sparks,
they
I
won.
think they won.
Wow.
The Tampa Bay Lightning won.
That's
hockey.
amazing. I did not know that.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Huh.
I
I never
mean,
think of Tampa Bay being the.
If Tampa Bay lost, I would be very surprised. They're going against.
Oh, in the football?
And no, and
Oh, in hockey.
Yeah,
in hockey. They're,
Oh, in hockey.
I can't even believe the other team has made it to the final.
Wow.
Isn't that team like an expansion team or something like that? That or
Like
like
going
brand new
against-
team or something?
That they're going
I
against?
don't know. I haven't followed hockey
Oh.
that long.
Okay.
It's the Canadians.
Oh,
They've
okay.
been around forever.
Okay, never mind.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay,
So
listen.
So we got Orlando Magic with the 5th pick, and
I
they're
like this pick.
Okay. Yeah, raise it up.
Scotty Barnes is a phenomenal young player. There are talks that he's like a Draymond Green, where he is a good defender that
okay.
can handle the ball as big as he is, and can shoot the ball okay, but
I like him more being compared to Dennis Rodman.
There's Roman? Okay.
Wow.
Oh,
I
that's pretty
think-
impressive.
I think he's a pretty good rebounder as well, and I don't think Draymond's that great of a rebounder.
No.
You can
He's
guard
hit
the
about
ball.
5
You
rebounds.
can guard the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah. He can guard the ball. He can board. I mean,
7'2"
7'2".
wingspan.
7'2". Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's only a little bit shorter than Mobley, and Mobley
Yeah,
is
and
what
he's-
4 inches taller.
Yeah, he's 6'9". Yeah. Wow. Huh.
Yeah, there's talks of they're comparing him to Draymond, but I like what Zach was saying. That's not a bad comparison. Dennis Rodman a lot better for rebounding
He'd be a
than
great rebounder.
Draymond. Draymond gives you about 5 rebounds a game, 5 or 6. So
I mean, I feel that the Magic shit on their future though.
Oh, we talked.
did,
Yeah,
like-
you and I talked about that
Yep.
today.
yep.
Orlando giving away Vucevic
For nothing.
for nothing.
Little Hart Jr.
For nothing.
Absolutely.
And who else did they
nothing.
give away? Oh, Aaron
They-
Gordon.
they-
Aaron Gordon
they
and
did
Fournier too.
They did get
40.
2 first-round picks.
Yep.
Which is worth 3 times what Wendell Carter Jr. is. Each pick is
Wendell
worth 3 by
Carter
itself.
Now,
Wendell Carter
so
Jr.
what they're going to do though, they're going to have Jonathan Isaac will finally be able to Hopefully.
Oh my God! If Jonathan Isaac
Can
could,
finally play a full season.
I am so tired of the hype on this kid. I want to see if it's a thing or
coming
not.
through because
He played what 5-6 games.
Yeah, and
It
it's out.
looks like a thing.
Yep.
And then he's just like,
yeah, because you throw him in there with Scotty Barnes.
Oh yeah.
Looking at a pretty good rebounding
If,
crew there.
if only they had a center though.
See, without Vucevic now. Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
There's who do they have for a center?
Nobody.
Wendell Carter Jr.
Supposedly. One of Carter
Yeah.
Jr.'s
Well, they got also Mobamba.
Oh, they do have
Mobamba.
Mo Bamba.
He's a hot garbage mess that can't get even started. Like he doesn't even start. Like he's
one of Carter Jr.'s forward.
forward center.
Well,
He's
he's not
he's
big
like
enough.
10. He's like John Collins.
Yeah.
Say Isaac and this guy are just as
Wow.
tall as he is.
Oh, yeah.
Take that back. Don't say he's like John Collins. He's the same height as John Collins.
But yeah,
and
he's
that's
not.
the only-
It's good as
the
John
only
Collins.
thing-
So you're looking at Scotty Barnes and with Isaac, if Isaac can play, you're looking at a pretty good young
Oh yeah.
Really-
forwards that could really
like, I
do some
mean,
work.
Like, and the three of them, I feel like could be pretty interchangeable. Like
Yeah.
for switching and
Yep.
guarding different
Oh,
players.
yeah. That,
Like, I will give Wendell Carter Jr. He's not a fat turd like Bobby Portis is.
he's a better, more athlete. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
All more athletic. Yep.
more athletic. So you're
Uh,
looking at some pretty good defense and rebounding.
Oh yeah.
Now
They-
offensively, I don't know.
They got rid of Fournier. Like,
I know.
If they plan on doing
I don't know what the
that.
hell that was all about.
What's crazy about Jonathan Isaac? He's 6'11",
Yeah.
but he plays like a 3 or a 4.
Yeah.
Like he's so athletic. He's so
He's
young.
been a better
Like,
shooter now, I think.
he's getting better shooter.
Yeah.
He can guard the 1 through the 5 because of
Yeah.
him
His
being
athletic
6'11".
ability, his
He's
athletic
just
ability, yeah.
We're-
he's a freaking dog.
We're not to their next pick yet, so that could be what they're gonna do for a guard.
Orlando?
Because they got the Bulls pick too.
Oh,
Yep,
okay.
yep, they have the 8th
Did
pick
they
in the
show that
draft.
on here?
Yeah, they showed it on here eventually.
Okay, here we go.
This
but-
guy.
Yeah, this is a thing. This is why I'm surprised
I've
that
never heard of
SB
this guy.
Nation.
Oh, he's a G League.
I'll go ahead and scroll it down for
Yeah,
you
let me
so you
see.
can read it. There.
You
I was
scroll it up so it's not.
Yeah, I
Oh,
guess.
yeah.
Camera.
Yeah, okay. You
I
like him.
love this kid. He's
He's the thing.
he's a thing that I thought that they in previous mock drafts they were talking that Kuminga would go to the Magic, but in this mock draft they're talking Jonathan Kuminga going to the Thunder, which would be
I think that's-
amazing for.
I definitely
The
think
Thunder.
Barnes is a better fit for the Magic for what they need.
Yeah.
They need bigs and guards.
Yep.
And Isaac is right in that middle, and that would be hard to do.
Yeah.
It would be the two of them.
I'll be
Like,
right back.
they're right
Are you in the
together.
bathroom?
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, Kuminga is a thing. I love the idea of him going
The shooting touched.
shooting touch. Okay, I would love to see him go to Oklahoma City Thunder. They could use like a forward like that because
So I should have read that whole thing because I was thinking he was doing work. Maybe that was just a bad G League.
Ooh, okay, never mind. He's just a very raw, athletic player.
Leading showcase, quickness, I don't see anything. Why would they think? If there's, okay, this article is really not that great for
Oh, right down here, just
tools and potential.
yeah,
Positional archetype. Okay.
yep.
Yeah,
Down
I
at the
mean,
bottom.
I thought his
Straight line speed.
From what
strength.
I've seen of his shooting, it looked a lot better than
What they're saying is
saying,
on this
but-
article.
And I mean, he's definitely the same type of player that Jonathan Isaac is.
Yep.
Like I mean, he's two-way player, big two-way player.
Oh yeah.
That's fast.
Yep.
Like it's hard to beat that.
That'd be huge for the Thunder with them having Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and the Lou Dortz, like get themselves an athletic forward. That'd be huge. I don't know who their center is anymore nowadays. Like
I don't know. After they got rid of Adams, they cleaned house pretty good too.
yeah,
That's really, really crazy that they have Jalen Jalen Johnson there because I was reading another article, and they had Jalen Johnson falling all the way to the Pacers.
I heard about that too.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Huh. Wow. So wonder why they dropped him so much.
I don't know. I mean, that's like 6 spots. That's a lot.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's quite a drop.
Yeah.
So what is about? Oh, you guys done with Kuminga now?
You can go ahead and read it up.
Okay.
It talks about how he didn't, shooting wise, he didn't do pretty
Okay.
well, but very extremely athletic. He has
What's
good
his height?
size to him.
What's his height? Or does it say?
It doesn't say in this
I want
article.
to say 6'8",
Oh, okay.
maybe 6'9". I don't
So the
remember.
Thunder have not much left, do they? Who does the Thunder
Yeah.
have?
Shai
Best player.
Alexander. They
Oh,
got
okay.
Lou Dort.
So they need pretty much. They need a lot.
They need a lot. Yep, it's going to take a minute for them to get it.
Okay, so
Going.
Kuminga would be a good addition to them, no matter
Yep.
what.
Oh, yeah.
So he kind of he reminds me a lot of Tatum, even like.
Jason Tatum.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's what I was thinking
Oh,
whenever
that'd be
Tatum
tremendous.
came into the league.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
he's a really solid all-around player that
Right.
on a team like the Thunder
Mhm.
can contribute.
Right at the bow.
Yeah.
God, yeah. That'd be tremendous. I'm going to have to keep an eye on that guy.
Oh yeah, John
Kuminga.
Kuminga. Oh yeah, and then they also traded for Kimball Walker. They got that
Oh,
6
that's right. Yeah, they got Kimball Walker.
Yep.
Kimball Walker's probably gone. I don't know if you guys read that or not, that Walker may be on the move again now.
Oh, he will. It's
Yeah,
like
trade
what they did with Chris Paul, where they let him play and get them into the playoffs, and then they'll probably trade him away and get a
Right,
couple
yeah.
picks out of him.
Because I can't see Kimball Walker ending
No.
his career on.
No, he's
Oklahoma
not.
City Thunder.
He's going somewhere else.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he'll go on to a playoff contending team
Yeah.
next year.
Doesn't
so.
say, doesn't he? He's got probably a pretty good contract.
Oh
doesn't he,
yeah, it's
Kimball Walker?
huge. 4-year, $120 million.
Yeah,
Something
something
like
like that. Okay. I was say I can't see the Thunder wanting to pay him
No,
that
no,
much money.
No.
Okay.
Yep.
Let's go down to Jalen.
Jalen Johnson for the
Four.
Golden
Another-
State Warriors that used to be the Timberwolves. If they would have kept it, if they would have continued to lose games, but instead they started winning games because they wanted to show that they
Ah.
could win games.
So
because-
that would have been a good pick for Timberwolves. That
yeah,
makes
a
sense.
top 3 pick. You're looking at getting a Scotty Barnes, not Scotty Barnes, but Evan Mobley.
Mobley.
They could have got a Cade Cunningham, or maybe even a Jalen Green. They could have had a top 3 pick, but instead they.
I mean,
Lost out on.
even I would take Scotty Barnes for the
Oh, yeah.
Timberwolves.
Oh, yeah.
Oh God, yeah. I was gonna
And
say
I
because
mean,
they already
Cade
got
Cunningham
talent.
would be ridiculous.
Cade, yeah,
But I mean, you wouldn't. Yeah, Cade. Sorry.
Yeah,
But
you're good.
I mean, they've already got 2 pretty good guards.
Guards, yeah.
They got D'Angelo Russell
Anthony
and
Edwards.
Rubio, don't they?
Yeah.
Rubio back on? Yeah.
Yeah, he's a backup center or
guard.
backup point guard. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they have Anthony Edwards and they have
Anthony Edwards. That's
Malik
right.
Beasley too. So they got
Yeah,
they're
they'd be
really
able to-
stacked at guard.
Yeah. What's that now?
I said I like Beasley. He's
Malik Beasley.
Oh, Malik Beasley.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
So
yeah, they
Johnson's
could have
a-
had their own pick, but they
One too
started
much.
winning games. Yep.
So Jalen Johnson's a forward, 6'9", point forward, who can grab rebounds, push it in transition, and fish above the rim himself or find a teammate. Wow, he sounds pretty damn good.
Yep.
That works better in the break than in the half court where he's not quite shifty enough. Okay, Johnson can make an impact on cuts and putbacks against a decent defense, but he's a shaky three-point shooter. You can't be counted on space the floor. So that's actually perfect for Golden State.
Oh
because
yeah.
He
Just-
can come in and not have to be their big star or nothing
Nope.
like that. You always got Steph Curry and Harrison Barnes, and you got I don't know, Oubre's he's a free agent now, so Oubre
Yep.
may go somewhere else.
Yep.
But you got Wiseman,
Wiseman. Yep.
7-foot wingspan. The big swing factor for Johnson's how his three-point shooting develops. Yep. Well, his game has obvious strengths and weaknesses. This feels like the right place. Yeah.
Yep. Oh yeah.
You know, that three-point shooting thing, guys can learn how to shoot three-pointers.
Yep.
They can shoot.
Oh yeah.
Now,
Takes a
and
minute.
Simmons may not, but
No.
there's a lot of guys that become better three-point shooters.
Yeah.
Like you said, it takes a minute.
Yep.
But if you got a good young team, it's good for Jalen Johnson to go there. That's a good pick for them.
Oh yeah.
Excellent. Huh. So I never heard of them. I didn't follow Duke at all. I
No.
didn't see much of them this year. It was supposed to be Duke's next one and done superstar. he left an underwhelming team in mid-February. Oh, prepare for the draft.
Prepare
So
for
he
the draft,
didn't,
yeah.
he didn't play with them.
No.
Okay, I got you. Ah,
Next up would be Keon Johnson for the Orlando Magic. That'd be
oh
awesome.
yeah, there we go.
Oh, that's the guard. Yeah.
You're
that
talking
would be
about
a-
Orlando getting 2 picks in the
Yep,
top.
there it is.
top
Keon
10.
Johnson has the highest vertical in the combine, 48 inches.
48, the highest of all time. And Cassius Stanley is 44, so that tells you how high this guy can jump. 48. That's unbelievable how high that is. 4 feet. I think that's just standing jumping. I
Yep.
think. You're not thinking about lifting up 4 feet.
4 feet in the air. Jesus.
So, Orlando, God, they get him and that
Scotty Barnes.
Scotty Barnes. A pretty damn athletic team there.
Oh, yeah.
Shit, with Isaac and
The only thing that would be
They're
a big
young.
hindrance is they're too young.
well, so young, they're not going
So
to win
young.
this thing.
Yeah, no.
But boy, then as
You got
time
Cole,
goes on,
Cole Anthony and Markel Fultz in your
Oh,
backcourt.
yeah, they're also one of the problems they're going to have. They don't even have a coach yet.
No.
They
No, they
fired
haven't
that
coached yet,
Clifford,
yeah.
I think.
Yeah, they let Clifford go.
Well,
Yeah.
so they don't have a coach, so they got to get somebody in there that's. You almost get a college coach in there, so
Yeah.
they could coach young guys.
That's why the Bulls did. They got that Billy Donovan after
Yeah.
he got released from the Thunder. He
Yeah.
went to the Bulls. He
He
was a good college coach.
He used to be a
so,
good college coach.
Yep.
Yep. He's 6'5", skinny. This was
Yep.
developing. Wow. No brainer lottery pick. His ultimate outcome will likely turn by how his dribble pass shoot skills. But you and I were talking about that earlier today. You don't want him to turn into a Gerald Green just because you can jump.
Yeah,
Gerald
you gotta
Green
have
could
some
jump
kind
through
of
the building, but he didn't have any
other
skills.
game and skill.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. So you got to have skill besides jumping up out of the building.
Yep. Yeah, that's again the Magic just getting any kind of young
Yeah,
player to
yeah.
go and rebuild.
Yeah,
It's
you
gonna
have
be
to-
huge.
You have to do it somehow.
And I mean, looking at athleticism first is,
You
can-
gotta have athleticism.
You can work on the
Yeah,
skills.
that's what
Skills,
he's on.
yep.
Yep. You work on his shot. You can work on his defense. Work on his rebounding.
Yep.
You got to give guys time sometimes
Yep.
to become better
Develop,
players.
yep. Next up would be the Sacramento Kings with Moses Moody. That is a good one. Like he's supposedly really good
Was he a rebound? Well, he's 6 foot.
scorer.
Well, he's 6'6", but he's got a 7'1"
I mean-
wingspan. Jesus.
I didn't watch Arkansas a lot,
Right.
but they did really well this year.
Oh, did
so,
they?
I mean, they
He must be pretty good. Yeah.
yeah.
That's
So
pretty
I
good.
mean, having
36% from the 3-point
Yeah.
range. He's also
He's
good at
also good at
taking
taking-
closeouts with pump fakes and jab steps.
Just have his mid range.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fine. Huh. Sacramento Kings.
They got De'Aaron Fox,
Yeah.
Buddy Hield, got Tyrese Halliburton.
Oh, Albert.
He's
Yeah,
a
he was good.
phenomenal.
And I mean, I like it. Even has something in there about spacing out the floor, which with De'Aaron Fox, that's what you really want.
Yep.
And Whiteside.
Yep.
Exactly.
If they decide to keep Whiteside, which they might not.
Yeah.
So Moses Moody might be able to come out right off the bat and start playing. He
Yeah.
may be actually
Oh,
a
yeah.
starter because
'Cause-
Halliburton played right off the bat.
Oh yeah.
So
And the thing with Marvin Bagley, he's gone.
he's one of those
He's
guys.
injured, Yep.
Yeah.
Like he straight up tore us up in the one the Pacers whenever we
Yeah.
played them.
Yeah.
Dad, Mike and I were watching that, and he dropped like 20
yeah.
points in like
For
one
some
quarter.
reason, yeah, I don't know what the heck. It was pick and rolls.
Pick and rolls, yep,
He drove to the hoop and or alley oop.
yep,
Yeah, because he didn't have a game or mid range game. But,
yeah,
Okay. Boop.
yeah.
James Boop Knight.
Book night, yep.
Boop Knight. Never heard of him.
Yeah, UConn didn't do as good as people were.
They
thinking.
generally are pretty good, aren't they? Yeah. Pelicans. Okay. They've got
Lonzo Ball. So far, he's a free.
But I heard he
free
maybe
agent.
wanted to go somewhere else.
Yep.
Yeah. They don't have a coach now either, do they?
Nope.
Because they got rid
This
of
is
Van
the
Gundy.
same Gundy, yep.
So
And I mean, I think Lonzo is leaving the Pelicans because he wasn't the center of attention.
the center of
Yep.
attention, yeah, Zion
is
became the center.
blown
Brandon
up.
and Ingram.
Yeah, and Ingram
became-
house.
So
Yeah, he's gone.
well,
'cause-
now Zion's thinking about wanting to go too.
But
Yep.
I mean, Zion,
It's only
like even 2K is super big on him. Like they're
Yeah.
having him be the MVP within the next 2 years.
Wow.
Yep.
Like I'm just like, holy
Wow.
smokes.
Zion Williamson and Brandon Ingram have the ball, left it big better from 3. They 29%. That's not real good for the detail. See, I've never even heard of him, so I couldn't really tell you much about him.
Yeah.
But 6, what's his height there?
I think it
It
shows on
says.
there.
Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of like Zach. Height does make a difference. You know, you don't see too many 6-foot guards make it anymore. You know, it's
No.
hard. Chris Paul, Curry.
Curry's even
6'3".
He's taller even
Yep.
than that. Yeah, he doesn't seem small because he's so
Then you
skinny.
got Ben Simmons at
6'10" or
6'10",
6'11".
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah.
I like this next one.
Franz
Wagner.
Wagner.
I mean,
Wagner.
I don't know him too well, but I watch Michigan play a lot
Yeah.
because they did really well,
Right.
and they're very defensive oriented with a good 3-point fallback. So
Okay.
I mean,
And he also got his
Did-
brother. That's
Didn't
in
his
the
brother
league
used to be
that's-
on? Yeah. Didn't he used to be on like a?
He's an amazing player. Ritz
Washington?
Wagner. Ritz Wagner.
Didn't he used to be like a Washington?
Yeah, he's on the Washington.
Oh, okay.
And by the way, I'm just joking. His
I know.
brother's absolutely just.
He's that guy's got a weird, kind of like
Yeah,
that weird mouth.
Weird, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Blonde-headed kid.
Yeah. Ritz
oh, I mean,
Wagner.
so it even talks about sharp help defender, and then I love the 84% from the foul.
Oh, that's good.
Ooh, that's
good.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's
That's
excellent.
awesome. That's excellent.
34% for 3 isn't great. but-
Yeah. You know, like you said, you can work on that.
Yeah.
You get better. But free throw shooting, if you're 84 in college, you're generally going to be 84
Yep.
in the pros because you have the same
Yeah.
rhythm.
Yep.
Oh, that's good. Hornets, that's a good pick. I mean, you got
Yeah.
you already got Zeller.
So yeah, I mean he's got room to grow.
Yeah, because
Like-
another team that can give them. No, wait a minute. Clifford used to be for Charlotte, wasn't he?
Charlotte, yeah, he did.
Who was
he there.
Orlando's?
Huh?
Who was Orlando's coach?
He was Clifford Austin. Well,
Oh, he went.
Charlotte has a new coach. I can't remember.
Oh, is
who
it
is.
that Borrego?
Borrego,
That's
yeah,
it. Okay.
yep.
I have trouble following the coaches. honestly.
Clifford,
They
well,
switch
Clifford
so
used to
much.
be on Charlotte. Then
Charlotte,
he went to Orlando. Now he's got fired.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Borrego was the assistant coach for Popovich.
Popovich,
Okay.
yep.
So that sounds like a pretty safe pick.
Yeah.
I mean, for Charlotte, I
Yeah.
mean, can't. He doesn't sound like he's very super athletic or anything
No.
like that. Just go all around player, probably. Good. Okay. On to
The Spurs with Jaden Springer.
another guard.
No idea who that is, but
I don't either.
I don't know if DeRozan's hanging around there. So
Yeah,
they definitely
yeah,
need a
yeah.
guard.
That's right.
He made 43% of his threes on 46 attempts.
That's not bad. That's like
Well, that's-
21
That's
out of 46.
That's pretty good. So he can definitely shoot. That's good. Nice thing.
Combo guard.
See, you know that
On
Popovich
offense and bench.
Popovich is still going to pick a guy that's going to be a team-oriented player. This time can be
Oh
going
yeah.
to be a superstar and
Yep.
all that. So this guy must be. He's probably pretty good.
And then it's gonna be a good
Be
fit.
immediately excellent against smaller guards on defensive ends.
Oh,
That's right up a Popovich alley.
Oh,
Oh,
it
yeah.
is. Oh, yeah. Better
Then-
play defense.
Then you got him with Keldon Johnson. That's gonna be a pretty good combo there.
And DeJounte Murray.
Well,
DeJounte Murray.
Yep.
Yeah. Now next is the
Indiana Pacers with
This is-
Davian Mitchell.
I love this pick.
That's-
Love it.
I
Love
don't-
it.
I
Love
don't
it.
think that's going to be a thing.
You don't think? I don't think it's
well,
gonna happen
more
either.
like he's gonna get
He'll be picked before the
Pacers coming.
Oh, yeah.
Pacers got him.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's
I mean,
what's the right word? He's copying himself after Donovan Mitchell.
Yep.
He's got the same number.
Yep.
Same athletic build. Same.
Yep.
So
Yeah, we watched some highlights.
Yeah, we watched
before we started this, and he had very similar games to
Donovan Mitchell.
Very
the
similar.
same 3-point shooting. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Same athleticism.
I don't see. Yeah, he's gonna make it too.
No.
Now-
I mean, I honestly hope the Pacers pick up big because
Why?
we just like it goes.
You know, forward.
Yeah,
Like
like it goes Sabonis, Turner, and then
down
we got
TJ
Bataze
Warren.
and
Oh, as far as, yes.
Samson, and I'm just like,
to. Samson's not even probably gonna be there.
No,
last
he's
year.
gone.
like I'm
So
just
we really
like,
don't have a forward. Remember, well, when this playing games and all that, we were down to Samson as our starting center.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, and I mean, like, I like Sabonis, and I like Turner, and Bataze.
Yeah, I know.
Like, it just, especially with Turner doing as many blocks as he does, he gets fouls.
Yeah, we talked about
So,
that
like,
too.
he has to leave the game, and then it just leaves nothing.
Yeah.
Remember, well, how many times did you and I text?
Oh,
he was
yeah,
at work.
because it was,
Turner's
he
foul.
got fouled twice in a minute, and I was like, what the f is going on? Like, I haven't even gotten to the game yet.
Turner's
He's already on the bench.
Turner's on the bench already. I thought, he's our center. He's got to be our blocker, defensive
anchor.
and he's fouled out, or not fouled out, but he's already on the bench for the first quarter. The whole first quarter, half of the second quarter. I used to be so pissed. So, do we, okay, that's a good point. Do we really need another guard?
Yeah.
I mean, I like having a 2-guard though, because like, I don't think Aaron is. The
I know.
No,
He's not.
No, he's not.
And,
He's gone.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean, he can, third string bench minutes, but
Yeah.
like, I think we need somebody to go
Be a,
with McConnell.
Yeah.
Like, we
be
need
a star.
Yeah.
Be a guy that can really do it.
Just drop some points because our bench was okay, but it wasn't as good as it should have
Well,
been.
during the season, if you didn't get to watch any games.
No.
There was many games near the end where Holiday was missing. Oh, he was 0 for 8,
Yeah.
0 for
Sure.
10.
And I mean,
Couldn't make a basket.
honestly, even Levert we could put coming off the bench.
Yeah,
if we
Sure.
got
Oh
another
yeah, he talked
shooter.
about that. The Laverne off the
Like,
bench. Exactly.
Yep. That'd be huge.
Yeah.
Levert is definitely one of those players that plays better
He played.
when he's the best player on the court.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's
Like,
the one
and
man show.
if he's coming off the bench, he's
He's
almost too good to come off the bench.
I know
so,
what you're
like,
saying.
He
Sure.
plays really. That's how he did
With
in
the
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn
He
Nets,
averaged 20 points a game coming off the bench.
Oh,
in
yeah.
Brooklyn. So yeah, we
And I mean, he had people that were good at defense guarding him, and he was taking shots
Right.
that weren't great options, but he could have made them if the
If it-
defender would have been worse.
That's right.
shot 32% from the 3 on 105 attempts.
See, his foul shooting's not too good.
What was it?
64%.
Oh.
God, that's weird. He says the idea that he's completely. Yeah, I don't know.
That doesn't make it. Why would they do 2 deep things?
What's that?
He's 32% from 3 on 105
Attempts.
before blossoming. Okay, before
44%.
blossoming into 44.
Well, see, that's good for 3-point shooting.
Yeah, so that's a big increase for
Huge.
a year.
Yeah, 12%.
22 to 27% for his assist rate.
Okay.
Or do,
Down there.
Right
near-
here. Assist rate from 22 to 27.
So he did well on that.
I
So
wonder what that means though.
I don't.
On like
20
times he touched the ball.
Yeah, I guess he.
Well, not a brilliant passer. He did improve his assist rate from 22 to 24. So maybe every time down you got a assist 27% of the time. Maybe. I don't know. That's good.
I don't
Never
know.
heard of assist rate.
That doesn't make it. I mean, that's.
That wouldn't make
I
any
don't
sense.
think that's
No.
a fair stat if it's just people making the assists.
Well,
like.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't have good shoot, I mean, the Bears are the champions, so obviously they had some good shooters.
Yeah.
but-
Yeah.
For
I mean,
Patriots-
that's another thing in itself, though. He won college championship.
Yeah.
So, like, he definitely knows how to play in the big
Oh
game.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. That's true.
That Gonzaga game, they had to have psyched themselves up so fucking hard. Like,
for them to beat
Gonzaga
him that
was
bad. Yeah.
destroying people. They won the first game of March Madness by 54 points, if I remember
wow.
correctly.
Yeah.
Like, a playoff game
In
winning
the-
by 54 points.
That's very rare. to
Like,
get
that's
against-
crazy. Their low. I mean, their lowest was the overtime win. But before that, like they
Like
weren't
20s.
they weren't even in
Yeah.
double digit. Like it was
Right.
20 points.
Yeah.
Like double digits was the
So,
bar that started it. Like
so for
they
Baylor
were-
to beat them that bad, that must
Yeah.
have been.
like they had to have
Unbelievable.
psyched themselves up so much.
The Pacers, for a Pacers team with a ton of question marks heading into the offseason, Mitchell could offer immediate depth to the backcourt with the upside to turn into something more. So it's a matter of the same old thing. Pick a guy and he can work his way. But we've had that so often. You know, we
Work
already
his
got
way
Cassius,
to-
we already got Cassius Stanley in
Yep.
that
Yeah.
position. Do we want another guard
Yeah.
in the same position?
Yep.
I mean,
And
and we already got Aaron Holiday. Really, I mean,
Yeah.
he may be gone, but
I mean, I do see him a lot like Donovan Mitchell, but
way shorter, obviously. too.
yeah, I don't think the Pacers have the pieces to
Do
accommodate
we want to put
that.
a team? What do we?
Because like the Jazz are defensive oriented, so
Right.
like they can afford for, you know, random craziness player,
Right.
but the Pacers aren't
We don't
like
have- we
that.
can't have
so
that,
like
no.
if you know we miss, it's just kind of. I mean, he'll get more shots on the Pacers than if like Donovan Mitchell was on the Pacers.
Right.
Like versus the Jazz, like Donovan would get more shots because
Right.
you know we play at a faster pace, but I
Right.
just don't think more shots is necessarily a good thing.
Yeah.
Because our big thing is moving the ball
I
around.
think I'm kind of with Zach. I think we might be better off with a forward
Yeah.
or a center. Well, I'm not a center, but a forward. See, a lot of this depends on what's going to happen with Miles Turner.
Yeah.
Nobody knows yet what's going to happen with Miles Turner.
Yeah.
So it's hard to have a draft without knowing if guys are going to be
Yeah,
leaving.
one of
or
our
what.
starters.
If
Yep.
Turner comes, we have to go for it. Well, you think?
Yeah.
Definitely
Wow,
for a center or
unless
forward.
we get something.
In return,
In return,
James
yeah.
Wiseman, or
Yep.
something in return. See, I've heard that Turner for Wiseman, and then you put McDermott or McConnell in with it, and then get another player from not a star, but somebody from
Yeah.
Yep.
from San Francisco that's
Yep.
a pretty decent player. So.
Yeah, the talks of
I don't think Wiseman developed. as
Oh, I
much
know
as
he
No.
did. Oh, he did.
He could have this year on the.
So we could be getting a project
yep.
if we got Wiseman.
And there were talks of us getting that 7th pick
Oh, okay.
with James Wiseman if we traded Turner, which would have been Jalen Johnson,
Right, a forward. Yeah.
a forward.
Yeah,
So-
but, he's a small forward, isn't he?
I believe
mean,
so.
He's 6'9".
6'9", yep.
So I mean, he could.
He's not gonna be a center, but
No.
where if Turner leaves us, we're gonna have to, like you said, we're gonna have to get a center
Yeah.
because
If Turner left, I would really like to trade up for that second pick. Get Mobley.
oh heck
Oh,
yeah,
oh, yeah.
oh
Like,
god
that
yes I
would be-
would. Oh, I'd love that.
Oh yeah.
Like I don't think they would work as well together as Turner and Sabonis
No.
because Sabonis shooting threes gives me a heart attack.
Oh, I
every time.
got exactly.
But I mean,
The good thing about if we were obviously if we were to get Mobley and get rid of Turner, the salary.
Oh yeah, that's a
the
huge
money
difference,
would go
yeah.
down tremendously.
Yep.
So we're looking at first, what, $3 million, $2 million a year for
About
Mobley?
3 to 5 ish.
something like.
And
Well,
also-
if he's the
in the
second
top.
pick, he'll be like 7
More.
to 10.
Oh, is that
Yeah.
that high?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know who is becoming a free agent that I think would work pretty well.
Who's that?
Is Laurie Markkinen. I heard there be talks.
Oh,
about
I've heard
it as
we've
well.
coming to the Pacers. Yeah.
Like, I mean, his shot has went down, but like, so did Doug McDermott's before
Yeah.
we got him too. And
Yeah.
then you get players like that, open shots with the Pacers system where we pass it around a lot.
Yeah.
He'd be a better,
That'd be
obviously better shooter than Turner is right
And
now.
I'm just thinking, like, he's big, and the way Sabonis plays, it's so hard to have a traditional center.
Oh, you
Yeah,
can't because they're
because
both crowded in
Both
the
in the paint.
paint together.
And like that's how Sabonis works well, even with his
He's
offense.
in the paint. Oh, he's always in the paint. Yeah.
So you gotta kind of get. I really wish we could get John Collins.
John Collins. Yeah.
John Collins, like if they let John Collins go,
The Pacers would love to have them.
because he can shoot from the outside. Like he's
Yeah.
a more athletic Tim Duncan,
Yeah.
and I like it.
So our next pick is
Josh Giddey from
Australia.
Australia.
No
Never-
idea.
Obviously, we've never heard of him. He's a 6'8". Is that what this is?
6'8" point guard.
From oh god, another Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons.
He's from Australia.
Yeah.
Is that what it says?
Tremendous debut in and MBL.
I'm guessing that's the
Best passers in the.
Australian basketball
Yeah.
league.
God, he's got to shoot better than was it Ben
29%.
Simmons.
29%
What?
from the three.
Oh, on only 3.5
Oh,
shots
3.5.
per game.
Well,
I mean,
yeah.
that's not that many threes. That means he makes 1 of 3.
Yeah.
It's like Ben Simmons though, where he
Doesn't
doesn't
shoot
attempt
any.
that many
Doesn't
shots.
shoot any.
So.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean,
Yeah.
that's 3-pointers though.
yeah.
That's another thing that's screwed up about shit. I don't recall seeing field goal percentages anywhere in this.
No, not
Well,
really.
All I've seen is 3-point percentages.
It's all about 3-pointers.
Yep, all about
Like,
3-pointers.
I want to know how
The
some of these
mid-range?
guys are mid-range,
Mid-range.
close
Yep.
range.
Yeah.
Like if they're taking stupid close range
If you're
shots.
6'8" and you're a guard, you should be able to get to the hoop.
Who?
Point
Yep.
where Ben Simmons should get. to the
Especially
hoop.
if he's got tremendous passing
Yeah.
stuff like
Drive
if
the
you-
hoop
if-
and pass it out.
yeah, exactly.
Guards.
Or you do white chocolate stuff and you fake pass it out and you
And then
make it up.
dunk, yeah,
and-
throw it up. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I guess he doesn't turn 19 till October.
Oh, young guy. Wow. Golden State Warriors. So try to. Who'd they get before this? Who'd you say?
Jalen Johnson, so 4. Which I mean,
Oh,
they
there it is. No.
Yeah, Jalen
Yeah.
Johnson.
Jalen
so,
Johnson,
I mean,
a 4.
they get
a guard.
Clay back. You know, they rotate all
shit,
these
yeah.
players around between them.
Think about getting Clay back. Oh, that's gonna be tremendous for them if he can come back and play.
Full
well.
healthy
Oh,
season.
God.
Woo. I think they need to get rid of Draymond Green, honestly.
I know.
I think he's getting too old, and I don't think he was. I
He
mean,
didn't shoot worth a shit this last year.
Yeah.
Didn't shoot at all.
one
Just
game he
pass the
had
ball.
a quadruple 1. He got
Nice.
1 point, 1 assist, 1 rebound, 1 block. I think that's what it was, or 1 steal, something
Yeah.
like that.
There was quite a few games where he just kind of acted like he didn't give a shit. Yeah. Oh, here
Next
we go.
up would be the
Kai Jones.
Washington Wizards. Kai Jones.
The center.
Texas, from
Tex-
center.
Actually, he's center. Oh yeah, they
Texas centers.
come with centers. Yeah, Turner. 6'11".
Turner, Jared Allen.
Yeah, he's skinny. He's like Jared Allen, 6'11", 220.
Yep.
He's skinny. Wow. And vertical bounce. Make him a rare athlete for a big. Huh. Well, if you turn out like Allen and Turner, I mean, he'd be decent. Wizards.
Shot 38% from the 3 on 34 attempts.
Wow. Wow.
I mean, that's not very many
I was
attempts.
going to say, that's
Yeah.
not very many.
I mean, that's still making 11,
Yeah.
12.
Unrefined as a defender, that's not good.
That's good.
That's not good.
Especially if
catch
you've
lots
got
of
that
them.
jumping ability.
You
Like,
should be able to block lots of shots.
Yep.
Okay.
did we want to call it at 15?
Yeah, we'll call it
Oh,
15.
15. Okay.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, that's
That-
interesting.
Zaire Williams sounds familiar, but I don't know who it
Forward
is.
to Stanford, yeah, I don't know. who it is.
Stanford did decent, but they didn't do that great. So.
Oklahoma City with another pick.
Yep, that's the 16th pick that they got from the Boston Celtics with that Al Horford trade.
Oh, okay.
That was stupid. Kimbo Walker for Al Horford.
Horford. Yeah, and picks and stuff. Yeah, I don't.
And they gave up the pick, yeah. Because
So,
the Celtics gave them a first round pick
Pick.
and Kimbo Walker.
Kemba Walker? They want to get
They-
rid of that salary, didn't
Yeah,
they?
you want to get a salary plus
wanted to
Kimber
get-
Walker was
They
one
want to
out.
get out.
Yep.
So, they had to get something for him. Yeah.
Which I mean, it's got to be the Moses
Brown.
Brown had to have been why they did that trade. Otherwise, it doesn't make any
He
sense.
said no.
Because Al Horford's contract is terrible.
Oh, he gets
he's,
a lot of money.
He's making
man.
like $25 million
Yep.
to
Oh,
do
yeah.
nothing.
Easily.
Yep.
So he's going back to Boston.
Yep.
And where he just came from.
Yep.
Did he come from Boston?
Yeah.
Well, he went
Well-
from Boston
Oh,
to
yeah.
Philly to.
Oh, okay.
But he's been in Boston.
He's been
yeah.
in Boston
Okay,
before.
that's right.
This
He
is
went
right
to
before
Well, I mean,
Tatum
he's
and
been
Brown
like 6
went
or
off,
7
so-
teams.
He's starting to get around now, I think, where he goes there with a lot of teams.
Yep.
Yeah. He's a good fill-in guy, yes.
Oh yeah.
Makes a lot of friggin' money. Jeez.
Yep.
To be just a guy that goes from team to team.
Yeah.
I'd like to make that kind of money. Oh, okay.
So the next time that we do this podcast, we'll go
After the draft or something.
probably before the draft. We'll go
After
right
the,
after the finals
Finals.
are over.
Okay.
we'll go and do a quick power rankings, saying
Okay.
who thinks the best, who's the worst, and which most of us will probably pick Houston Rockets to be the worst because they
Right.
have a 17-55 record. But
There's a lot of bad teams though.
oh yeah, there's a ton. Then shortly after during the draft, we'll do maybe a live podcast
Yeah.
and talk about what's going on in the
Who
draft.
they're picking. Okay.
And then we'll do power ranking shortly after that. So
Okay.
got some things coming up here quite shortly. So thank you all for stopping on by, and we'll chat to you guys later.
Bye.